Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down one of my tracks, a melodic techno track. It's going to be almost like a Cascade, Deadmau5, and Anima vibe that I was going for. And we're going to listen to this first section, and I'm going to explain how I did it and stuff like that. So let's start. Pretty much just like that, we have that basic idea that I always try to go for. I essentially just copied this straight from what's that one? Sacrifice by KX5. Took that overall idea and used it. Just used a bass from Analog Lab. Took the root note, right? F minor. I'm not too sure about scales, but right here, I'm automating the brightness to give it that character that it needs, right? And I pair that with this synth sound for the atmosphere. Give it that voice, if that makes sense. So if we were to just play this, lower this down a bit. For this, it's basically the same thing that I did in the last video, where I just placed the note, right? A harmonizing note. And I keep placing notes to match that feeling that I'm going for. I'm not going for chord progressions. It's just a single note hold for ambience and feeling. Right? And that's pretty much how I did that. And with that, I guess we could listen to, I guess we'll start from here. But we'll listen from here, listen to the pre-chorus or the pre-drop, and then the build up to that drop. So let's go. And that is a lot to unpack now that I think about it. But I guess we'll start with this transition, right? What I did was I produced a lot of emotion that needed an answer. So when you do this, it needs that response. rise when you raise that attack, right? And there's that call that you need, right? This was asking for your attention, and this is responding, right? And let's unpack this. Let's start with the bass. So we're gonna, or the low end. We're gonna start with the kick and the bass. Together, club. That like kind of rave feeling. And this is where I answer that crave, that hunger. I bring in the actual chord progression, right? I keep this the same note, and then I bring in the progression. But then I add, this is what a lot of producers do, and I recommend you do it too, layering. You can see that it completely changes the sound. Gives it that metal feeling. And that's what I'm going for. It's that metallic feeling. And there it is, that character that it needs. And it's just building, right? It's you're automating, I'm automating slowly but surely the filter. Right? And that's just what is the low end. But when you then bring in the more sophisticated stuff, this is the buildup. I'm not using any sound effects. I'm just using raw sound, right? It's just sidechain. And this from analog, probably my favorite like sound, right? It's you could use this. And sorry about that. I was saying this. It produces a lot of emotion. This very thing, and it's not that hard, right? It's just a simple. Here I'm adding variation, just one note. Here I'm basically copying. That paired with this, because really quick, I'm gonna show you guys. This isn't not that hard. All I did was automate the brightness, and I increased it little by little, and the master as well. Same thing. What is this actually? What else is turning? I'm not too sure. The chorus. Okay, the mix. Just gives it more character, more color. This isn't hard. It's just very, very simple variations. And you pair it with this sound, right? On its own, it's very simple lead. This is the original sound. Very basic, right? But what I wanted to do is give it that metallic sound that I'm really searching for, because that's what I'm going for, that robotic, that machine feeling. That was the idea that I had in my head from the very beginning, machine. And from here, I just increased it, the voices to 5, and that's where I get this. Eerie airy sound. It's like a, right, by itself, nothing too special. When you pair it with this, that's when the character really comes out. Simple stuff, just metallic feeling. Right? And that's pretty much what this all is. It's just basic, just simple automation and just layering, right? Look how it sounds when I remove this bass layer. Something's missing. Feels like something's taken away. That character is being taken away from it, right? And that's basically what it is for the next, what is that? 18 bars, that 18 bar section. Again, or 16, sorry. And we lead that, we give it that. This section right here, this stop, it's all leading up to this stop. It's like a moment in time that it gives, right? And so now, this is where the idea actually comes in, and we're gonna listen to the build up one more time and the drop. So let's go. Chord, and I add simple percussion, nothing drastic, and I layer it. With the automation and the kick and bass. If you remove one, it sounds weird. Right? If you remove just one, it's gonna sound weird. It sounds empty if you remove either one. Right? Each one has its own unique things. I don't know what the proper word I'm looking for. And same thing here. The layering is still the same. The only thing that's added is a percussion. Sorry, excuse me. Here, we're going to listen to it without the snare. The snare adds so much. And at the same time, you could mess around with arrangements too. What you could do is you could have it drop without the snare and then bring it up afterwards. Right? Nothing too complicated. The way that this was made was a complete accident. But essentially, I did the same thing. I took out the voices. When you remove this, lower this to 2 and lower this to 1, very simple. Right? Move this to 3, move this back to 12. Different. This is, I have no idea where I got the sound. All I know is that I like it because it is going with that theme. Again, sticking with that theme, that metallic feeling, because that's what we want to go for. Right? It's out of pitch. They don't make sense when they're by themselves, isolated, but when you bring in the low end, bring in that club feeling, right? Very simple stuff. And then you have these lead stabs, I guess. From here, I guess we could remove this and we could just hear it. Yeah, I like these acid stabs, right? This just adds that call and response thing with this melody, with the in between these pauses is where it comes in. Completes that melody a little more. And then you add simple touches. I don't know if you even noticed this, but this is the ambient feeling, this like vocal. You might be wondering, where did I get these sounds? Right? And they're all from FL Cloud. They're all from FL Cloud. It's pretty, I love FL Cloud, honestly. It's like probably one of the best features that they ever added. So this sound right here adds character to it. This is what really makes the drop. What is this even called? It's called I don't know what it's called, honestly. I forgot, but here I messed around with the variations, right? Created this little pause so it leads into this next section. So I guess we could hear it without the lead. that's the build up to the next section. It's just repeated, right? It's just this little pause, and I keep that. You could either have, look, you could either have the snare on or off, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You could have it, either or. You just keep the low end, you keep the kick, you keep the bass, you keep that layer bass, and then you bring back this lead, right? And basically that's pretty much there all is to it. This is just a very basic like little breakdown, I guess. It's not even nothing special at all. Actually, what I did was just took the parametric EQ, I automated this purple one, filtered out all that low end, right? That's pretty much there all is to it. Added pauses, kept the arrangement the same, nothing else changes, the drop is pretty much the same. So that leads us to the end of this little breakdown. I hope you get some ideas or inspiration off of this. So we're gonna listen to this one last time, but we're gonna turn on the vocals, right? Because there are vocals. And we're gonna listen to it, the entire thing, start to finish, and that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, tell me what you would change or what you liked or what you didn't like about it, and if I should release it. Honestly, I plan on maybe finishing it and getting it done and out there, but I'm not too sure yet. So let's just get right into it.
Gotta know what you do to me, making everything look so easy. You move smooth like you've already learned my body. You come through like it's one of your hobbies. I can see that it comes so naturally.
that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.